Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest is friend of the show, Lisa Barnes, from Summer of the Arts, in to talk about some of the summer activities that are ramping up. This is, you guys are one of the first to kind of go back full bore last year, so you're in year number 2 post-pandemic, so that's got to feel good.
Yeah, last year was delayed, though, because our first big in-person event was the Jazz Festival last year, and we moved Arts Fest to August, so it was a little bit different. But this year, everything is basically back to normal, and we have a full schedule, kicking things off on May 13th with the Friday night concert series.
Oh, gosh, it just doesn't seem possible
I know.
that it's time to start, especially with the weather the way it is.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be a little bit
better.
warmer. It'll feel something like the beginning of summer. So, so what kicks off Friday night concert series then?
So May 13th, we actually have the Iowa Steel Band, which is through the University of Iowa. It's going to be a little bit shorter night. It's graduation weekend, and we just thought it'd be fun to have some live music on the Ped Mall. So that'll be from 6:30 to 8 o'clock, again, downtown Iowa City on the Ped Mall. And then the following week is kind of our normal kickoff to the season, May 20th, with West High, Liberty High, and City High jazz ensembles, which obviously you're very familiar with them. So talented.
Yeah, we've had a great run with the Corridor Jazz this year with all 3 of those bands. They just came in and totally blew everybody away. So,
yeah.
Yep.
So much talent.
Yep. And also was in conversation with Rich Med, the retiring director at West.
I hadn't heard he was retiring.
So
Good for him.
kind of an end of an era
Yeah.
there. This is another one of those on the long list of, kind of the last time he's doing that. So it'll be special.
Yes, definitely. And they'll be kicking things off at 6:30. West High goes first, followed by Liberty and then City. So 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. And we encourage people to come down, obviously, for all 3 because they're so talented. And then throughout the summer, we have a lot of old favorites like Kevin Burton, Big Medicine will be there, the Recliners, the Beaker Brothers, Diplomats of Solid Sound, who we haven't had in quite a while. So we're very excited about that. But we also have some new performers this year, including Mektube, who performed at the Arts Fest last year on the Ped Mall stage. We have the Free String Quartet, which is another one of Blake Shaw's groups, iterations with Annie Savage, followed by James Tetson and the Rollback, another local favorite. On July 15th, we have a reunion night, and this is a really interesting side story, which I'll make brief, but it's basically 35th class reunion for City High, and there's a group called Fair Children that formed when these guys were in high school, but it's made up of people that went to City High, West High, and Regina. So we're calling it our reunion night because these folks have, gone on. A lot of them have had musical careers. They're all over the world. They actually have a person from Switzerland who's coming back for this, and they're going to put on a heck of a show. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then we've got local group City Park with Mark Nolte kicking things off before Fair Children. And then we've got a couple of new groups out of the Quad Cities, Heads in Motion, which is a Talking Heads tribute band. And we finish up the summer, August 19th, with the Funktastic Five. Again, out of Quad Cities and Iowa City. Saul Luberoff is in that group. And it is a Prince tribute band. So a little bit of everything with the Friday night concerts this year.
Well, it always is a real survey of all different kinds of music. Going back to Mektube for just a moment, that is Daniel Gaglioni's new project.
Yes.
And we all remember him as being the prime collaborator behind John Rapson's final works.
Yes.
And this group involves a lot of the same musicians who were in Hot Tamale Louie and Children of the Sun, kind of continuing that association that John began.
Right, yeah. Definitely an international flair to it, too.
Now,
so that's going to be fun.
You also have the Northside series.
Yes, and we have 6 performances on the Northside this year, starting on June 11th with Soul Sherpa. And then, another local favorite, Winterland, will be there on June 18th.
Oh, another tribute band, Grateful Dead tribute band.
Yep, very popular one. On July 16th, we have Slim Chance and the Can't Hardly Play Boys, which is like an outlaw band is the way they describe it, followed by Dave Zolo and the Body Electric, so that's a split night. July 30th, we're going jazz with the Sons of Zebedee Doodah with the infamous Lynn Hart, and Wave Cage, another very popular jazz group in the area. August 13th, we have Johnny Kilowatt Band, and then we close out on August 20th with Dandelion Stompers, another local favorite.
Now, for those who, may be coming in, maybe live outside Iowa City, the Northside, that concert location is that near Market Street?
Yeah, it's Linn Street between Market and Bloomington Street. So they've been closing out half of that block for the past couple of years, and they have tables out there. So hit up one of the restaurants. You can sit out there and enjoy live music, have a great dinner. It's just a beautiful location. So we really are excited about expanding to 6 concerts this year.
And before we know it, it's going to be time for Arts Fest.
I know. We're counting down. It's like 1 month from today. We'll be setting up. The Arts Fest is June 3rd through 5th, back to our usual dates, downtown Iowa City. Kicking things off on Friday night. We're kind of all over the place with music for this year's Arts Fest. And that's one of the things that I love about that particular festival is we do have a wide range of music, but we're kicking things off at 7 p.m. with the A.B. Grouse Band out of the Quad Cities, a little more bluesy, so a little bit different for Arts Fest. And then we're following that up with Kittle and Company. Jeremy Kittle has performed a couple of times at Arts Fest, so he'll be headlining this year. And Saturday, we have a wide variety of local bands, and then our headliners that night, 7 p.m., we have the Ivy Ford Band. She actually performed at the Soul and Blues Festival last year. She's out of Chicago and absolutely amazing. Plays like 5 different instruments, and she'll kind of make the rounds during her performance. And then our headliner is Asleep at the Wheel. So we had them booked in 2020. It was supposed to be their 50th year, their anniversary tour, and obviously everything got shut down. So we were very excited to be able to confirm them for this year. And so I know that they're going to bring a lot of fun and a good crowd to downtown Iowa City. And then Sunday we have a couple of local groups, including the Want To Trees. So if you like reggae, you're going to want to check that out on the main stage. And we end the day on Sunday with Them Coolie Boys, so going a little more bluegrass there. And then, of course, we'll have the art fair happening throughout the weekend. The emerging artists, which is our student artists this year, will actually be in Old Capitol Mall. So that's being moved inside, so you can take a break if it happens to be hot. The way the weather's going now, who knows? But
or maybe to go in and warm up.
Yeah,
and have some hot chocolate.
I tell you what, Iowa weather is so much fun. And then, of course, we'll have ABC's Arts, Books, and Children with the Iowa City Public Library on the Ped Mall on Saturday. Ped Mall stage, both Saturday and Sunday. And then Sunday will be Our Global Community. Used to be Children's Global Village, so slight change to that. But again, lots of activities for families, so we definitely want people come back downtown and enjoy the Iowa Arts Festival.
How has response been from artists once you opened up the selection process?
It's been pretty good. Our numbers are down from where they were like in 2019. What we found through the pandemic is that a lot of artists retired, or they decided to just sell online and not do the shows. We had a lot of artists that were older. And the nice thing is we have been able to bring in a lot of newer artists too. So we've got a good variety, and some of the artists that were able to come last year, since it was in August, actually are coming back this year. So we're excited about that. So the response has been good. We have more than enough to fill the booths. We have 90 artists this year.
Well, as always, it's you just start running in the middle of May and don't let up until the fall starts. Of course, Jazz Festival will be just around the corner, and we are so excited about that lineup and going back to a pretty much a 3-day festival again.
Yes.
We'll talk about that as it gets closer. But in the meantime, Friday Night Concert Series is starting up, kind of your pre-show on the 13th, and then the high school bands a week later. And then it's music on the Northside stage and downtown on the Ped Mall all summer long.
Right, and the free movie series and Music on the Move. And the free movie series actually kicks off on May 21st with Field of Dreams at Napoleon Park, which is softball fields in Iowa City. So, there's going to be something going on all summer long.
If people want more information, they can visit your website or Facebook page, and the website is
summerofthearts.org.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio many weekdays at 10:20, or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture, or however you get your podcasts. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.